Hi, it's Cindy Davis, the Feel Good Coach, and a huge warm welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me today. In this vlog, we're going to be looking at the first 5 books from my bookshelf. It's the yellow section. So if you want to find out what books I've got and what I think of them, then keep on watching. So we have here all the yellow books from my collection. These are come straight off my bookshelf. I just grabbed the yellow ones, and you'll see there's a theme here. There's 3 books by the same author, but I will just briefly go through them and explain a little bit about them and where I got them from. So these first 2 on the top here, these yellow ones, these are from Liggy Web, and so is this one here, which is, I put it in the yellow section. It was blue as well. You know, it's hard for me, but it's yellow on there, so I chose to put it in the yellow section, just in case you're wondering why there's a blue book in the yellow section. So these books are by a local author to me in Cheltenham, Liggy Web, and she has done lots of research with the World Health Organization on how modern life is affecting us as human beings differently to how we used to get affected by life in the past, when it was much more of a physical challenge. So now that life is much more mentally and emotionally challenging, she's been doing lots of research with, as I said, the World Health Organization. So she's written a number of books. The first one here is The Happy Handbook, a compendium of modern life skills. And that's really the sort of precursor to this book here. I love this book because of the smiley face. It makes me happy whenever I see it on my bookshelf. It's just such a happy colour, and it's a really lovely book. I think it was my first book from Liggy. It is a very easy read. There are, what's brilliant about it is she's got, at the end of each chapter, she's got this useful tips section that are relevant to the chapter you just read. There's so much, it covers all different aspects of happiness. I love this book. I lend it out quite regularly, and everyone who reads it seems to enjoy it. So that's that book. And then the next one here, How to Be Happy, is very similar. Simple ways to build your confidence and resilience to become a happier, healthier you. And I know that Liggy's very big on resilience as well. She's got another book which you'll see that I've got just about resilience. And resilience is one of those things where it's not that bad things don't happen to you and that you don't get affected by them, but it's more that you can bounce back more quickly and be able to move forward much more easily. So this book again is very simple. I love Liggy's writing style. There's all sorts of tips about, it's everything, sort of very holistic book, looking at mental, emotional, physical well-being so that you can be happy. So again, very similar vein to this one, but I do love that book, and the balloons are particularly pretty on there. That autofocus is terrible, isn't it? Sorry about that. So again, modern life skills. This is the one that came after that first one. This is in conjunction, I believe, with World Health Organization, and how to positively deal with the demands and challenges of everyday life. And like, we could all do with some of that, couldn't we? So again, in Liggy's lovely style, it's very easy to read, in very clear sections. There's usually actionable things to take away and do. And there's a nice little quote at the end of each chapter. There you go. So these are the steps at the end of that chapter. So it's very easy to action book. I love it. Haven't read it for a while, but it's definitely a good one. So moving down the yellow pile, we've got Botty's Rules, and this is a book by Nigel Botterill. He is a marketing whiz and has created numerous very successful businesses with his marketing skills, and he shares 29 of his success secrets in this book. Now, his style doesn't suit everybody, and there's some of his stuff, you know, I read this for the first time quite a long time ago when I first started out in business, and some of it did make me balk a little bit, made me think, oh gosh, I couldn't possibly do that. But there's a lot of gems in there as well, and it's I highly recommend it if you've got your own business or you're thinking of starting one. It'll give you some good tips on how to market to people, how to get people to buy your service or your product. And you know, essentially that's why we're in business. We want to help people, and the only way we can help them is to get them to actually say yes. So Botty's Rules, quite a good book. Take some of it with a pinch of salt, but use what works for you. And as Nigel would always say, test and measure. So try something, and if it doesn't work for you, tweak it, try it again, and then measure it. So great book there. I think I got it from Amazon, I'm not sure. Oh, I failed to say as well, very excited, this book's actually signed by Liggy, which I like. Wishing you joy and happiness, and may all your dreams come true. Liggy, so that's lovely. So, but this one's not signed. They're not all signed, but yeah, great to have this on my collection. So right at the bottom here, I've got this book by Rosier-Jones. I met Carl last year at a happiness event in Gloucester, which is just the next town over from Cheltenham. And we were both exhibiting at the event. It was the Gloucester Festival of Health and Happiness. And Carl likes to dress up as a caveman to illustrate his caveman principles. I haven't actually got around to reading this yet, even though it was over a year ago, I'm sad to say. So I must move this onto my bedside table. I will do that today so that I will actually start reading it. Because if it's on my bookshelf and I haven't put it somewhere right in front of me, I probably won't get round to it. So I'm going to pop that on my bedside table and start reading it. So I will perhaps do a review on this once I've actually read it. But I love Carl, he's a really nice guy, and he seems to be doing great stuff with his coaching clients. So that concludes the yellow section of my books. I hope you've enjoyed having a quick look through what I've got here. Out of all of these books, the ones I'd recommend the most are probably the happiness ones, because I'm all about the happiness and feeling good. And if we can do anything to improve how we feel and make ourselves feel better, that's got to be good for everybody and improving the world. So hopefully you can find these on Amazon. I will try and link them all below in the description box. Feel free to pick up the books from anywhere that you can, that you like to shop. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this first look at my book collection. We've gone through the yellow ones. They are my favourites just because of the colour, not because of the content. Even though some of them are really, really dear to my heart. I do absolutely love my Liggy Web books, and especially this one with all the smiley face on it. It makes me so happy to look at, but the content is really good too. So thank you so much for watching. Do let me know in the comments, what are your favourite feel-good books, especially if they're yellow. And remember to hit the subscribe button and click the little bell next to it so that you get notified when I upload a new video. And look out for the next vlog, which will be the red section. So thanks for joining me. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you really, really soon.